Alright guys, let's talk about Javadocs now. So what exactly is a Javadoc? Javadoc is a documentation provided for an object. For example, like strings. And we will also be creating Javadocs for our bag class as well. So let's look at what a string Javadoc looks like. So before I got here, this is how you would get it. I would just Google saying string java 8. It is like the version number. And the first thing that comes up is this link right here. And this is what a Javadoc looks like. It tells you that it's a class string, and most importantly, it lists out all the different kinds of constructors that you can use and the descriptions for each guys right here. And it actually also gives you a method summary. So it lists out all the different kinds of methods that is provided by a string. And it also tells you the descriptions for each of them, and it also gives you the return type for each method. And if you want a more detailed breakdown of each method, if you scroll down a little further, here is the more, where is it? Yeah, here is like a more concise version of it, where it gives you like the actual declaration and it tells you all of these little notes and all the descriptions and such. And we will also be creating stuff like that for our bag class as well. So when we look at our bag class, so I think, yep. So in our previous videos, I showed you a class with no comments, but now I am showing you a bag class that do have comments in them. And these comments are the actual Javadoc comments that we are providing. In order to write Javadoc comments, we have to have this double asterisk right here. So we say /**, we insert our Javadoc comment, and then we say //. And I don't want you to mix this up with a normal multi-line comment. So a normal multi-line comment is just /* and then we put our comment in there and they say //. So that is a multi-line comment. But if you want to make this into a Javadoc, then you would say /**. And you would provide Javadoc comments for all of your fields and all of the methods that you have provided inside your class. So you'll see that we have comments throughout this class. So what does your Javadoc comment say? It says, like, for example, num items, the description for it would be the number of items that fit inside the bag. And you would say some kind of similar description for each of your fields. And then I just say something generic for my default constructor. And then we get a little more complicated when we start returning stuff, when we start putting in arguments as well. So for example, in this case, we have the bag constructor that does take in arguments. Just by first looking at it, it's like, what the heck is C, N, and B supposed to be doing? So what we do in our Javadoc is we actually provide descriptions as to what those arguments are. So in this case, in order to say that, oh, this is a parameter or this is an argument C, we provide this keyword @param. And then we provide the description, which is color of the bag. And then we do one for @param n, which is supposed to be the number of items, and then the same thing for B, which is supposed to be brand name. And we basically do the same exact thing for our return statements as well. So as you can see with all of our accessors, we're returning something. So for example, in getColor, we are returning a string data type, but what is that string supposed to represent? So our @return keyword here is going to describe that this getColor method is going to return us a color in the form of a string. Same thing with getItems here, it's going to return us a list of items. And so that's essentially what all of these things are doing. But how exactly do we create this really nice format of Javadoc right here, but for bag classes? So what we do is we have to go to our command line or our terminal and go to the file directory where your bag class file is saved. In my case, it's saved in my Java videos file. And so once you get there, what we have to say is this keyword, Javadoc. And then we say the class name .java. So in this case, it's going to be bag.java. Then we say -d, and then we provide the file, the folder name that we want to create in order to save all of our Javadoc resources. So I'm just going to call this Javadoc. And this Javadoc is going to be saved inside our Java videos file. So now it's going to create it. And I just wanted to let you know that if you do not provide the @params and the @returns, like these descriptions right here, when you're trying to run this command, it's actually going to say that you have an error because you did not provide all those descriptions. So you must do those tedious steps. So now I'm in my Java videos file. And then if you scroll down, here's the Javadoc folder that I had wanted to create it according to this command. So now, if I log into here, you see that there's a bunch of different files right here. But what we care about is this bag.html file. So it's the class name.html of any Javadoc file that you want to find. So if we double click on it, it's going to take us to our browser, and it's going to have this beautiful formatting of our bag class. And what we'll see here is that here are the two constructors that we have provided. So here, this default constructor description is directly coming from, excuse me, let me just put it like this, is directly coming from this comment right here, default constructor. And this constructor for customizing field values is a comment description that's coming from this comment right here. And then when we scroll down, it'll actually show you like these are the different kinds of methods that we had defined in our previous videos with some additional methods that I created. And it shows you that these are the return types for the method that's been created. And if we do scroll down, here are the breakdowns of it. So here with the second bag constructor with the arguments, not only does it show the description of the constructor, it also shows what kind of parameters or arguments we're taking in. So this C color of the bag is actually coming from this description right here. Number of items is coming from this comment right here, and brand name is exactly the same as well. And we do the same exact thing with the other ones, so you can kind of look through them as well. But I feel like documentations are really important because in case there's a different programmer who wants to use your bag class and they don't understand all of your methods, then they can look through the Javadoc and see, oh, this is what a get color is supposed to be doing. So it's just really important skill to know if you want to be a Java programmer. But that's it for this series of videos. Thank you guys so much if you had watched through almost all of my videos.